They're NCAA now. They make up rules as they go.
They are NCAA. Yeah.
Speaking of that, they just got a blow to the face today.
They cannot limit academic what's the word I'm supposed to say? Not gifts, academic
Yeah, basically
cannot be
allowances.
limited.
Yeah, so
cannot be limited.
they can give them more than $5,000 stipends, all that type of shit now. So they about to be getting paid.
So now they can start paying them a little more, and then they can make money off their likeness starting in a couple of years. Or is it?
It depends.
I don't know if they've.
It depends.
It's
So
only
I
in
was
California
just
right now still.
NCAA.
Yeah.
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 So
Also, go ahead.
They're still working on the likeness part, but what they have agreed on is that they can get more educational related money. So if you want to pay them, and this is going to end up going into kids are going to start suing to get more money and stuff like that, because it's all educational related, but not inside of like scholarships and academics, and they get to pay for room and board and stuff. This is
so
extra.
Technically they could upgrade, like because they get the $5,000 stipend right now, right? So they could just give them like a $10,000 one, correct? It's like if I'm understanding.
I think what I saw was 6,000.
Oh, what?
It depends on.
I didn't look really deep into it. I just saw that they got it. Okay.
It depends on the school. And
I think the cap is 6. Yeah.
Yeah, the cap is 6, and what I think that they're worried about is more of the buying players and stuff because of education related services and expenses.
Look, it wasn't education related. They was making how much money off winning teams, selling jerseys with no name. Let me stop. I'm not getting into this today because I be getting mad about this stuff. I swear I do. The thing is, if there's no cap, what'll happen within about 10 years if you have no cap? You can make money off your likeness, right? Mm-hmm. So openings, advertisement. What's going to end up happening is this. If there's no cap, and I'm not saying I'm for or against this part, but let me tell you what happened. Then it's going to determine the market that you're in. Your winning team won't mean as much. It'll be the market. LA, Miami, New York.
Not
DC,
true.
Detroit, Chicago.
Not true.
Your market. It'll be your market.
Wait. No, you've got a point. Did you know that Manchester United soccer team is a publicly traded IPO? And if their fan base loyalty is not buying stuff, they are not making money. And so eventually it's going to end up being branded and, stuff like that. And it really is like you have a point there where it's.
Yeah, but it's kind of already like that with the TV deals and stuff like that. It's just not.
Yeah, that's what saves them. Winning teams and Lewis. Alabama's a winning team, right? I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Make my point real quick.
The
only reason I don't think that works for the college level is because there's enough money in every state. There's going to be a school or 2 schools in every state that are going to run everything from then on out. It will other schools' sports up, but like Louisville, UK, they'd be straight, and it would allow them.
What about the states that have 5? Purdue, IU, Notre Dame.
Oh yeah, Michigan got
Indiana.
Notre Dame will smack everybody in Indiana. Notre Dame will smack everybody in Indiana. They've got the most money behind them because at the end of the day, they got the cap.
It's still Notre Dame though. Just because they got more money doesn't mean people are still going to go because Notre Dame is still Notre Dame.
If it opens fully up to where you can give them whatever they want, yeah, you're still going to
have to deal
kids
with Notre
go play
Dame
football
stuff,
at Notre Dame
because it's still options to go places and get maybe a little less money and be more freedom or just whatever. Or people who actually want to go to school and get a little money. So,
but see, I wasn't talking about the school stipend part. I'm talking about the thing that passed before this, where for how many years you can make money off your likeness. So imagine this: you play for Alabama, right?
But right now it's only in California.
That's a ton of money. That's only in Cali. So you make a lot of money. Let's say you play in Alabama, right? I could go and play for UCLA. Do you know what I could do as far as advertising, clubs, openings, shops?
Not shit if you ain't winning.
Yeah, you gotta be good though.
No, you gotta be good. My thing is this: a winning Alabama player, are they gonna let him go to other states and cities to take the opportunities, or does he have to have it there? And that's gonna be a whole separate issue. Because I'm
Depends what your goals are,
but
man. Because is your goal to go like pro and like just get through the process, go to the team and win,
but see, that's separate. Now, if it's going to go pro, listen, you know where to go.
Because we're really talking about license. It's really about basketball. Because football players, really, you're in the helmet, the numbers there.
That's true. But I'm talking about just
but likenesses, you can get like deals. You can be characters in games. You can, so all these NCAA basketball games, like nobody's getting money for their likeness, but they're still, 30%.
That's why they shut down college hoops game because they started fighting for the likeness.
Think about your picture on a car lot. Hey, I play for such and such advertising. How many car lots are in, let's say, Tuscaloosa versus LA? Just something that small is multiplied.
Just like how many of our players
are you going to get there? Are you good enough to get there too? Yeah. You might be a come up player versus like a type like percentage wise is already smaller. It's like just because you want to go there doesn't mean they want you.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. You got to get in there. Got to get in there first.
How would you do the pay scales?
Yeah.
Would your higher known athletes like I was in college when T. Will was at U of L, so I was there for the national championship team, and oh my god, like T. Will versus Derek Character, like how would that pay scale go?
Well, hold on.
When Character came in, he was a highly recruited individual, so he would have been at the top of the pay scale
on the front end
later. Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
same thing with scholarships. Kids get dropped out of scholarships too. They don't perform.
Yeah, I'm sure they would do the same shit with that pay.
Oh, and then they get like all these, and then they get all these little girls on campus and stuff, and sometimes they end up up like.
No, you're right. The school pay will even out. The school pay will even out. I'm talking about the likeness part. That'll be a little harder to even out. Because off your own likeness means the school doesn't control that.
Right.
But that's
going to be
at that point you're just bargaining for yourself. You doing your own business deals.
Because you got to build up. Because really, when we're talking about like, you got to build up your own jersey stuff. Because video games.
But okay, then so if you can make money as a college athlete who's getting room, board, education, and everything paid for already by the school, and then you end up, making all this money from your likeness and selling something or being part of something and branding yourself. Should that student at least start paying for their own education, transportation, and stuff like that, so that scholarship and that money can get opened up to somebody else who needs it? Or should they continue to get paid by the school?
Because the school can afford it.
But hold on, bro. I thought there was
they waste more money doing behind the
doesn't afford it. The other students afford it. I promise you. Because every year that I was at U of L, my tuition went up, and you know what it went to?
I remember it started going up.
Yeah. At Kentucky,
and when they redid the library, the frat campuses and all that other stuff too. But like the school has money, but they're spending our money. But they have the money to spend on those because they're getting so much
boosters.
Before Papa John, when they started building all this stuff, I was like, the school has money. They're choosing to take it out of your pot. But they're keeping that for profits. That's why the dean and stuff got in trouble. He was like, vacations, man. What y'all talking about? Hey, man, resign, man. It's time for a new guy, man. Man, Cinco de Mayo, man. That was crazy, man. Y'all remember that? Yeah, it was a good party. It's like, what?
He's like, I took everybody.
but we didn't go. I took everybody. We didn't go there. Never happened, but it did.
Shit-faced and had a ball.
Right.
But no, this is going to be interesting. It was cool to see that, though, because to see the difference for me, though, is the athletes taking a health risk.
Yeah.
That's why I'm cool with them making money and keeping their scholarship.
And when we're talking about them making money, they're not getting NBA deals. They're just
some of them dudes would, though. Some of them guys will.
They would get low NBA deals. Otherwise.
Yeah, but that's still life changing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying people compare those like, man, he's making 40. No, man, we're talking about the best players will probably be making like maybe 100 or something, but we're just talking about living wage for an adult. Some will probably be making more than you. They're like, they're making 80?
But them players ain't gonna be there. They're not gonna be there. They're gonna get drafted and leave. The highest paid ones, you got a year or two, then they gone. They leave.
That's what I was gonna say.
Or they might say because they're getting paid. Depends,
Well, what about the sports that don't get as much attention as like the basketball and football?
You're screwed. Yeah, we already know lacrosse team is.
No. Yeah, no. You still gotta.
They're not even making the $6,000 cap. They're over like, man. They're like, I got a meal card. This is great.
Like there was several U of L swimmers years ago that made it all to the Olympics team. So
I remember that.
Dude, we had remember those billboards we have? I didn't know we had a hockey team, a women's hockey team, and they were winning. I remember they said it was like women's hockey team gonna make it all the way. I was like, we got a hockey team? And they're winning?
I knew we had a guys hockey team, but I didn't know we had a girls hockey team.
And they're good? I was like, oh, okay.
And then in Kentucky, I went to a girls rugby game. I said, we have a girls rugby team?
Oh, yeah. I love the girls rugby team.
Because it was gangster too. Rugby girls team, it was hard because I don't watch rugby even regular. I don't watch no rugby. I went because my buddy was talking to a girl. He said, come to this game, man. This girl I want to talk to. It's playing. So we went to the game. I was like, bro, they rough. They be fighting. After I like rugby a little bit. I like rugby a little bit after that. I did.
We know the big sports are going to, of course, get more of the piece of the pie because they do.
Basketball, football, baseball. It's pretty.
Some soccer schools.
Oh yeah, some soccer definitely.
But our soccer team and baseball are constantly they would get a nice chunk.
Some soccer sucks this year.
The northern schools, the hockey teams will do great. All the northern schools, hockey teams will get bread.
All the up north lacrosse teams will get bread.
Yeah, lacrosse is bigger in the east and up north, like
Duke. Well, private schools and stuff is real big, but
private schools.
It's not a big D1 thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Rhode Island, Connecticut thing.
Northeast and lacrosse, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
and their guys names are like really weird things, like mitt or I don't know.
But if you're on a college cricket team, then come on, man, don't even.
Them don't count.
You got to pay for your own jersey. You got to be outside selling oranges and water bottles.
Yeah, as they should have to.
You're on a winning track team, how to get some money, a winning track team.
Track players, they always have enough for scholarship. Like they'll get paid for
the track ain't never had no trouble, especially like in Louisville.
But if you're an Olympic prospect, you'll be able to get some bread.
There's other things that it's
just speaking of that, you see the dude today?
From Louisville. Somebody from
made something Baker. I think his last name is Baker.
Baker, I think I saw that. Yeah.
He's making it to the Olympics. Hey, though, the chick from that won the 100 the other day.
With the hair?
Is that where she went to school at?
Yeah. Yeah, with the hair. Bro, with the red hair?
Hey.
Bro, she wins with no effort.
She's monster.
She be from behind just be like
monster.
Bro, it's over. She'll be breathing hard. She be winning. Hey, I won. I'm like, you know,
so
regular
crazy shit. She did that. From what I read, her mother passed away a week before that, and her grandmother was there, and that's when she ran up to the stands up to. Yeah,
ran the race, and then ran up the stairs, ran to her. No breath was fine.
And then they interviewed her.
She's in shape.
And like she was but she was just talking about like they were like, what do you want people to know about like. I forget exactly what it was, but her little speech was great. But she's awesome, bro.
You know, she
was in like 5th place, like halfway through, and said, "All right, let's go."
After she ran the race and she started going up the steps and she was trotting, I was like, that first fly, I was like, "Ooh, I feel winded looking at her."
Right?
She was like 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like,
she was born to be an athlete. Like she is a monster.
And she's small too to be like that.
Yes, because you'll look at her and be like, you should have a harder stride. No, didn't matter.
Because when they did the top 3 who were going to the Olympics, all the girls, I was like, she's down here and their hips are still coming up up on her toes. So I was like, those long legs should be killing it. But I guess she just.
Oh my God, short girl problems. That's another thing.
We got less than a minute. We got less than a minute.
I'm out of here either way.